Breaking news, Nigerians. A lot is really going on. Angry Niger-Delta youths blocks East-West Road and have asked President TINUBU to investigate Akpabio. Guys, the youths from Bayelsa, from Rivers, from Delta, Edo, and Akpabio states are not happy with Godswill Akpabio, the senator-elect for Akpabio Northwest District, for what they called his lackluster performance when he was a minister of Niger-Delta. And the group under the aegis of the Anti-Corruption Crusaders Network, they shut down the East-West Road, the only major road linking the whole of the region to other parts of the country, asking for the probe of Akpabio. They also asked Bola Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, to move against his Senate presidency bid. You see, Godswill Akpabio is the former Akwa Ibom state governor, and he has already won the Nigeria Senate presidency. But you see, these groups, before now, they came with power cards bearing different unprintable anti-Akpabio inscriptions. The youth said that they were not proud that the 60-year-old is contesting the position of the Senate presidency, alleging that he performed woefully as a minister of the Niger-Delta. He didn't do well as a minister of the Niger-Delta. So one of the leaders of the protesters, who don't want names mentioned, said that they don't support any criminal in the government. The likes of Senator Godswill Akpabio should not be named the president of the Senate in the 10th National Assembly. It is like a cat kept in the same room with fishes. It will devour them. And like a goat in the same room with yams. So we, the people of the Niger-Delta region, are saying that Senator Godswill Akpabio is grossly incompetent. Going by his record, when he was a minister of the Niger-Delta, he did everything alone. Every employment he did, he gave everything to Akwa Ibom State. He didn't even recognize other people. He never did. Another person said, I can understand the pains of our youth, and it is very unfortunate where the wealth of this country is coming from, yet still going through this kind of pain and sufferings. Now look at the roads, the only road that feeds the Niger-Delta economy. The federal government needs to respond to the challenges of the Niger-Delta urgently, especially this road. And some of our leaders have betrayed us. In appointing leaders, we need to look at their track record. That is why TINUBU must look at the track record of Godswill Akpabio. He failed woefully when he was a minister, of the Niger-Delta. He failed woefully. He did not do well at all. So you see, my country people, this is really happening. These guys have protested against Godswill Akpabio's Senate presidency ambition. And they have made it known that the federal government have to respond to them because Godswill Akpabio have betrayed them. The golden eggs were laid from this place, and we want reformation. There are people who are not supposed to be there. Akpabio knows himself. He knows that he squandered our commonwealth. He stole our money. He ripped us of everything we have. When he was there as a minister, he did absolutely nothing. He never did anything. Now, the Senate president is an exalted position, and the number 3 man in the country must be someone that is fearless, must be someone that is competent, someone that has no stain, someone that has a clean record. And Godswill Akpabio has messed us up. He has messed himself up in the process, and we are not happy. We are not happy. Must we keep recycling these old politicians? No. We don't want to go back to the way things were before. We are going into another new era in this country, and we want the best. We want change. Guys, these are the demands from the protesters. They have made it known that Godswill Akpabio is grossly impotent, going by his record when he was the minister of the Niger-Delta, and how he squandered their commonwealth, how he squandered their money, how he squandered everything. And then at the end of the day, when something comes out, he zones it to the Akwa Ibom people. Nothing gets to the people of Delta, the people of Edo, and the people of Bayelsa, even Rivers State. So the youths are very angry. They said, no, TINUBU has to investigate Akpabio. Akpabio must not get to that position. Akpabio must not be in that seat. If not, he will finish this country. He will finish Nigeria. He won't do anything. And besides, he's too old. And meanwhile, why they were making these demands, they failed to point, whom they feel would be best to take on this position. But my country people, what are your thoughts concerning this? It seems that Akpabio have really failed the youth of Bayelsa, the Delta youth, the River State, Akpabio and all, to the extent that they had to come out to protest and cry that TINUBU should investigate Godswill Akpabio, that this man is only out for himself. Godswill Akpabio will do more harm as a Senate president of this country. But during Godswill Akpabio's tenure as the Niger-Delta Affairs Minister, there were a lot of allegations going on, a lot of accusations and allegations concerning fraud, concerning theft. And then, before now, he made it known that the people should not judge him by his ministerial performance. Nigerians should not judge him. The president should not judge him based on his performance as a minister. He admitted that he did not do well, he did not perform well as a minister, but that doesn't mean he should be judged based on his performance. But now, my wonderful people, this is what these protesters are doing. They are judging Godswill Akpabio, for his past performance as a minister of the Niger Delta. That is why they are asking TINUBU to investigate him. He has to go down. He is not worthy of that position. He is not worthy, to get that position. That is the point they are trying to make. So, my country people, what are your thoughts concerning this? Because they seem very angry about this, and they really mean business. They really mean business. But the thing is, the president have already, taken in Godswill Akpabio as the Senate president. He has already been, elected as the Senate president. So I don't think there's anything anybody can do about this at this point in time. Godswill Akpabio won the race in the just concluded election, where he pulled 63 votes, while his opposition, his contender, Yari, got 46 votes. And Akpabio emerged victorious over Abdulaziz Abubakar Yari, the former governor of Zamfara State. The two were, contending for the position of the Senate president. They were going for the position of the Senate presidency. But at the end of the day, Akpabio got to emerge victorious over Abdulaziz Abubakar Yari, the former governor of Zamfara State. And Godswill Akpabio have been sworn in to be the Senate president of the 10th Assembly. Guys, I'm dropping here. What are your thoughts concerning this? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.